get user coordinates, and we just go to the evaluate guess and get the target. And well, what do we need as inputs here? Well, we need the guess coordinates we get from up here. Then we need the game board to evaluate if it was a hit or miss or something else. Then we need the ship, well, the char for the ship to evaluate if the guess is hit on a ship. And therefore we also need water and hit and miss. All right, now it should be fine. We create a method. Okay, yeah, I want to return a char. Yeah, okay, this is fine. So, well, what do we do here? Well, in the end, we want to return the target. So, well, what is the target is now the question. Well, the target is just a char, as we return a char here. Char, we call it target, is just the game board row column. So it's just the char that we have on this game board. And well, so we have to say that the row is the guess coordinates, x, or well, 0 value in this case. And we can just copy that. Okay, so the plan here, copy that. Okay, we call it column. This is the one index of this int array guess coordinates. Well, so what we now say here, we get the target on our game board that we have targeted, and we check if the target equals a ship. And if this is the case, well, we should display some message to the user here. So we say, well, message is something like hit, and the target that we return should be a hit, right? So target, the char that we return, should be a hit char, so we then can update the game board with this char that we get here. So we have to declare a message here, just to string, make sure that we don't get an error here. All right, the next thing we should check, else if the target equals water, for example. This is wrong, no curly braces, water. And then we should say message, what can we say? Well, miss. And the target will be water. Okay. Well, and what other cases could we have? Well, we could target a ship, water, or what could it be? If we already hit it. Yes, okay, so there's only 3 options. Either we hit a ship, or we hit water, or the last option is that we just hit something else, right? And there we just want to display the message, because nothing in the game board will change if we target it the same location again. We just, well, instantiate this message here. Okay, so now we should do something with the message, of course, because we won't return it. We just should print it to the user here. Okay, so what does this function? We take in the guess coordinates, we check which target these coordinates are hitting, and then we display appropriate message and return the target value. Okay. What we have to do is updating the game board. So we basically have our location view update, and if this char is, as you can see down here, if this is a hit, so if our target is a hit, which you see here, then we decrease the undetected ship number. And after we've done this, we have to update the game board, of course. And well, what do we need for that? We should need the game board, of course, but we also need, well, the guess coordinates and the location view update. As you can see here, I don't need ship or water or hit or miss, because I get that from the variable location view update, which char I will need. Okay, so this shouldn't be such a big function, because we just have to update the board, and we just get, again, what I'm doing here, I just get the values from the guess coordinates from my int array. The guess coordinates is an int array, 0 and 1. And what I want to do here is I just take my game board, get the row and column, and I will assign my location view update, I call it. And I just assign it to this position in the game board. And in the end, I will just return my game board. And that's basically it. we just created a very, very simple version of the Battleship game, and we try to run it. We print in 1 and 1. This should give, if I print a 1 in here, this should give us this position. Okay, so it's a miss. Okay, but now we see, okay, there was no update, and we should fix that immediately. Okay, I made a mistake here, as I suspected. Instead of water, I just put in miss here, as should be right. Try to run it again. Okay, 1 and 1 should give us this cell here. Let's try it out. 1 and 1. Oh, it is a hit. Wow, awesome. Row 1, column 2, and a hit again. Wow. And now we have finally a miss. We take in 2, 2, and it's a miss, 3, 3, and a miss again. And if we print in 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, and 1, yeah, we get prompted again. You see? What if I? Okay, so well, now I handed in a string, and yeah, you see it threw an error because I only specified it has to be an int, which is given in. I haven't checked for that because I just assumed, just to make the code well, a little bit faster to type, and so I just assumed that the user will always put in an int, but you see how this can play out if you don't check for this. Okay, we just play the game to the end. 4, 4, 3, 3, already hit. Okay, this works too. 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1. Okay, we haven't hit anything right now. 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2. I already, no. 4, 2. Okay, no ships so far. Yeah, now we have hit a ship. Now again, 2, 4. Okay, now we will. Okay, so the game exits properly, but the thing is we haven't told the user that he has won, and we do that just with that print statement here, you won. And this is how you can create a Battleship game from scratch.